Welcome, beautiful souls. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get this message through to you. Let us see what the universe, what your higher self has to share with you in this moment in time. If there was something that drew you to this reading, perhaps it was the title or just something that piqued your curiosity, yes, then there is definitely a message for you here. This is a collective reading, but collectively our journeys can sometimes mirror each other. So it's like the hero's journey. But perhaps instead of the story being around your relationship, it's your career, or your boss or your spouse, but the universe is constantly nudging and sharing messages to help you along the way. So your experiences might be slightly different, but there's always an overarching theme and a message that needs to be taken away. So it's timeless reading. So whenever you've clicked on this video, it is meant to be received by you at this point in time. So one last thing, I do have a small little giveaway for all the subscribers. So stick to the end and I'll give you details about that. Just something that I'd like to give back to you. So let's get this reading started. Let's call in your higher self, your guides, your ancestors of the light, and any being that wants to share and shift you and move you forward into your highest potential. So we call those spirits in and those guidances, and we clear the energy so we can receive the message. So let us pull the first card. So we've got the fishbowl. Okay, that is interesting. That is very interesting. Okay, the fishbowl. Immediately, the fishbowl kind of reminds me of a fish and a fishbowl. And a fish stays in the fishbowl. It doesn't explore around them. Okay, so we've got the fishbowl here for you. And I'm pulling from the Human Spirit Oracle deck. And the other card from, and we've got Country Fair, from Season of the Witch. So very cute, very beautiful cards. And the second card for you is Country Fair. And it says here, summon the strength to reach out and discover the unity of community around you. Yeah. Something around you being withdrawn, holding back, staying in your routine, and a nudge from the universe, from sacred source, to get out. So let's get a little bit into the fishbowl energy. And very, very interesting, right? So with the fishbowl, like I was alluding to just now, imagine a small fish swimming in a perfectly clear bowl. It's every move is visible to the outside world. It circles the bowl, this fish, gazing out at this vast ocean beyond them, but feeling confined by the glass. The fishbowl represents not just transparency, but also limitation. A life where others' eyes may weigh heavy on you. The fishbowl is providing you with this level of comfort, but constraint too. So this is almost like a call to ask yourself, are you living in a space where you've either become too comfortable, grown too comfortable, watching the same scenery day in and day out, and you look at the world passing by you? Or perhaps it's a little bit of a different perspective and you are yearning for this vast unknown, but there might be a bit of fear to move forward. So do you perhaps feel stuck, or do you feel a bit scared to wander off and to experience the vastness of life? The water inside the bowl represents the emotional realm. Water, emotions, right? So when stirred, you could basically say it's stirring in your deepest emotions, in the sometimes unconscious. And this is about some form of freedom, this need or nudge, because you could have the need, or the universe could be nudging you to grow. And growth is always change. And sometimes that change for you might be that freedom. So you might have this fear of venturing beyond what you know. So like the fish, you might be longing for this broader, richer experience, even if it means maybe confronting a little bit of discomfort or judgment from others. And if this is not you right now, then the next question you should be asking yourself is, why are you afraid to venture out? The universe, like I said, could be nudging you to get out of that comfort place, out of that comfort zone. When you step out, there are so many possibilities. You are living and experiencing life, but there is this undertone of almost feeling trapped. And this could be in your job, it could be in your relationship, where you're kind of experiencing the same thing over and over again. It's weighing heavy on you, and you perhaps there asking yourself, why am I experiencing this all the time? And maybe you're even fearful to have this conversation and be transparent with this person to say, look, I feel like we're in a stagnant place. So this is almost like you've got to speak or live your truth. Also, what I'm picking up is with this energy is, yes, why are you having this repeated experience or this repeated situation in your life? Like your boss mistreating you, or your love relationship has become unfulfilling and you're feeling stagnant. Maybe your partner has become very complacent and comfortable and you want to some sort of change things or change things up, but perhaps you don't know how to shift and where to start. So day in, day out, you're like this goldfish swimming around in circles, repeating patterns, repeating experiences, repeating situations, sometimes even challenges. And really what you want to ask yourself at this point is, why am I actually having this repeat situation or a lesson, right? We often have repeated lessons or experiences until we either heal from them or we learn from this experience or have some sort of takeaway or deeper understanding about ourselves or choose something else. But the underlying, energy that I'm feeling is there is this change that needs to happen. And I know change is hard, but change is also growth. And even if it sometimes doesn't feel that way in the beginning, but growth, when you look back, you're like, oh, if that didn't happen, if I didn't nudge and move into that space of discomfort, look what I would, look what it is that I couldn't, or hear my words now disappearing, but look at what you would not have experienced in your life. So with the, and I feel like these two are quite closely linked. Because then you've got the country fair, and it says, summon the strength to reach out and discover the unity of community around you. Again, there's this nudge for you to get out. And it doesn't necessarily mean, go run around and go meet people, but get out of this feeling of limitation, of holding back, of hiding in your fishbowl, of allowing certain repetitions to happen because you're afraid to make some sort of change. So off the bat, I can see this bustling energy of a country fair. Okay, you can even see it in the picture. And it's a place where people gather in harmony. It's a place for celebrating diversity, for sharing stories, for building connections. There is this warmth here and a sense of deep human belonging. Okay. And it speaks to this deep human need for community. So this is a moment for you to reach out and strengthen the bonds around you, to step out of this comfort of your fishbowl, to make seemingly difficult choices about your relationship or your job or your career, to have the conversation with your partner, to talk to your boss, or maybe even change jobs, move companies. I mean, if this energy is not fitting for you, why are you staying there? Move. Get out of that fishbowl if it's not working for you. But how are you doing this but I think that's, and I'm saying it like in a weird way, but how are you doing this? How are you moving and making this shift is the question that kind of like wants to come through. How are you doing this? Because you can do it from a place of fear, because you can definitely make a decision and change something, but where are you doing it from? So where energetically, from a frequency point of view, where are you making this move from? And harmony is the word that is popping up for me. You've got to do it from a place of harmony. You can't do it from a place of fear, from a place of, oh crap, I've got to fix something, so I've got to do this. No, you've got to do it from a place of harmony. And how do we do this? By connecting. If you need advice, ask. If you need support, ask. People, your guides, your higher self, they're all here to help you. Perhaps there's been this hesitation of fear in asking for help or sharing your dreams. Sometimes it's just the mere act of communicating with people, with like-minded individuals, with family, with friends, that ignites this ability to take this brave step forward, to just, like for example, just as the fair thrives on collective effort, so too does your journey. It benefits from the contribution of others. Unity does not dilute individuality. It enriches it. So let's get some tarot out and let's expand on this message and open yourself up to receive what spirit is wanting to share with you, what your higher self wants to share with you, what the universe is trying to, go, hey, you're missing out on this. Come have a look. Come here. So let's see where we are at, what you need to know. Let's look deeper and let's see what you might be missing, and let's pull some tarot. All right, perfect. So we've got the Six of Cups, okay, and then we've got the Two of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, then we've got the Seven of Swords. Okay, all right. And now we've got a Major Arcana. We've got the Lover's card. This is very interesting. Very, very interesting. And another Major Arcana. This is a very, very crucial time for you in your path. It is it's a very crucial time. You've got two Major Arcanas in this reading. You've got this challenge, so to speak. Okay. So it's the Two of Cups. Let me not mix up the cards. The Six of Cups, Seven of Cups, Two of Pentacles. We've got the Empress and the Lovers. So this is quite an important message for you. That's one thing that I'm picking up. I'm even getting like confirmation, chills down the side of my neck. Your story begins with this child offering flowers. A simple yet profound gesture of kindness and innocence. This evokes like memories of the past, nostalgia. Perhaps you're longing for a time when life felt simpler and purer, where you perhaps did not have a difficult manager or a relationship that maybe was still vibrant and alive. But it's not about clinging to the nostalgia, but it's about understanding what those moments taught you. Is there a connection or a dream or a part of yourself you've left behind that's ready to bloom again? Who were you in those moments? And I'm getting chills. Who were you in those moments? What part of you did you perhaps leave behind that wants to be brought out? I can't stop getting chills. Okay. Got it. That wants to be brought out. What part of you have you dimmed? That now perhaps you're missing that part of you. And it's like that child, that inner child. And I'm using inner child very loosely because I don't want you to go back and try and, become. It's about finding aspects of yourself that you've left behind that really actually did you good, And why have you put that part of you away? Why have you hidden those aspects of yourself? And with the number six is reconciling, perhaps with someone else or that inner part of you that you have suppressed. It's that nurturing of relationships. Again, healing through connection. This is a really, really strong theme here for me. Connection with people, connection with yourself, reconnect with that sense of wonder. The Six of Cups it's associated with the sun in Scorpio, and it represents vitality. It represents self-expression and illumination, deep emotional intensity, transformation, and yes, connection to the past. But together, they highlight for me what I'm feeling. They highlight that you need to focus on that emotional depth. Uncovering those hidden memories is sort of the starting point, and then transforming those old emotional wounds into something meaningful. Take something that wasn't so good and turn it into something beautiful. Transmute it. So that's hectic. That's really crazy. And then we've got the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, balance, adaptability, juggling, priorities. Picture someone who is gracefully balancing the Two Pentacles. Their movement seems really fluid, but deliberate. Right now, you may feel like you are juggling too many things and you're trying to focus on your goals, your career, your family, your relationships, your friendships, the challenges you're facing, the difficulties you are trying to overcome. All these things, you're trying to find solutions to your problems while also trying to do the best for yourself. Trying to do the best you can to grow, to prosper. And life can feel like this dance, juggling responsibilities, juggling decisions, making decisions, looking at options, even your identities, like who am I? Where do I fit in all of this? Does this make sense to me? And if you look in the background there, you've got the waves. So the waves in the background rise and they fall, the ebbs and flows of life. This is mirroring the rhythm of life. So what requires your focus right now? What can be set down, even momentarily, just for a moment to say, you know what, I don't need to do this right now. I don't need to think about this. I don't need to worry about this, so that you can just regain your balance. The Two of Pentacles is linked to Jupiter, firstly, and Jupiter in Capricorn, which is a blend of expansion, which is the energy and the frequency of Jupiter, which is the sort of discipline and structure, right? So this combination with the Capricorn energy is sort of guiding you or telling you that you need to kind of find some sort of order to manage your growth, to manage your expansion or opportunities. You are going to have to carefully plan. You're going to have to take a bit of responsibility in certain areas. You're going to have like a long-term strategy. And that sometimes doesn't always sound fun. Okay, the Virgo in me is like, I love that type of stuff. But for some people, strategizing and making plans and creating a bit of structure in your space is like, oh my gosh, that takes away from the fun. But in a place where you're trying to manage so many different things, you've got to find some sort of structure to be able to achieve what you can. Because right now, you're going to have to find that balance. The balancing is going to allow you to see through your goals and to be able to manage the hard work and manage the stress, especially around your finances, around your professional matters, around the physical world around you, what you're trying to achieve. And yes, you may feel overwhelmed, but you're really being asked to put things down on paper. You're really being asked to structure things a bit more, so that out of the chaos, you may be feeling at this point in time, you can start to make sense of everything, and you'll be able to move forward feeling a little less overwhelmed by all the moving parts, because not you just, trying to focus on that and dropping the ball there and having this entire to-do list that you can't even get to, and feeling so paralyzed and sometimes not even knowing where to start. I absolutely don't like the to-do list. The to-do list is merely just the beginning of planning. It's what is the things that I need to attend to-do list. But it's not where you need to be operating. You kind of need to have this strategy of prioritizing things and finding that balance. There are a lot of things out there. You can go Google a whole lot of ways to manage and juggle many things at once. But Spirit is asking you to find that balance. A little bit of planning is needed. Like I was saying, I'm a Virgo, and I know if I don't have a little bit of structure and planning, I will have all these like grand ideas, but I'll run in every which direction, but never feel like I've accomplished anything. And I start getting overwhelmed. It's not the best place to be in, especially if you are trying to venture out and explore life and possibilities, and you've got responsibilities and there's a lot happening. So structure is not bad sometimes. Structure is balance. And don't forget to stay tuned to the end. Okay. Just a reminder. So I've got something for you in the end, some giveaway. So don't forget to stick to the end. But back to the reading. I'll share more information about that giveaway that I'd like to incorporate going forward. Okay, so now we've got the Seven of Swords. Okay, so with the Seven of Swords, a figure moves quietly under cover in the twilight, carrying the swords, and leaves some behind. So I feel like you're in a situation or of either looking at moving out of your comfort zone, or realizing, goodness, my life or a part of my life has had this repetitive mode. What do I do now? This is a moment of strategy. It's a moment of discernment. You are there to look at your truths. You are there to kind of look at your situation and kind of go into this like stealth mode, into this tact mode. And those are going to be your greatest allies at this point in time. It's not to say that, being and working in silence and doing things in the background is deceitful. It's not about being deceitful. It's about knowing when to act and when to retreat. It's about protecting what matters most. So maybe you're in a vulnerable space right now where maybe your energy you're feeling a bit sensitive with your energy. And so maybe not sharing your goals and dreams right now is the best thing to do, because people might come in and shift the way you think or feel about them. So hold your cards close to your chest, and perhaps not oversharing until it's the right time. And perhaps until you have made your moves and your actions speak louder. You may have had conversations about your relationship with your partner, and you've shared things that need to change, and you can't go on like this. And you realize that really you're at a point of being a broken, stuck record. And so now you have to start making those silent moves. Maybe you have to move out of the house. So you have to go plan and look for your own place because you actually want to leave the relationship. It's not working. So you go off and you silently look for places, and you plan and you find a place, or you're applying for a new job and you secretly are looking for a new job because you know what, your workplace is toxic. It's not working. You've spoken to management over and over again. It's not working. So go and make your plans. Move in stealth mode, move forward. Don't reveal your hand until the time is right. And you will know, definitely know, when the time is right. Okay, so now I see where the Two of Pentacles comes in with the planning. Yeah, now I see where it comes in with the planning. Makes sense. All right, so now we've got the major arcana, the Lovers. Two figures stand before an angel. Their connection is blessed, but not without choice. And I do feel like you are at a crossroads at this point in time. So after you slowly made your plans and after you've gotten out of this feeling of being limited or afraid to move forward, you courageously take this big or small steps forward towards your goal, towards your plan, and you do reach a crossroads, a moment where you've got to make a decision about something. So when options start to present themselves to you, you've got to now step out of that fishbowl. Because sometimes the small steps, you don't see the change, but eventually they add up, they accumulate, and there's this big change that comes. And one thing that I am picking up with this energy is with the reconnecting of people, communing with everyone, you've made your secret plans, you've taken action, and now you're being presented with an option. The Lovers represent relationship and alignment. And yes, also sacred union of your head and heart. So where you are being called to choose, I think one thing that I do want to bring forward that is sort of like really like a strong message here is, again, where are you choosing this from? Don't choose it from a place of fear, but from a place of love. And what I see here for you is if you step into this specific option, whichever it may be, not from a place of fear, but from a place of love, you're really going to be doing some major karmic cycle breaking patterns. I'm saying a lot of words all at once, but I'm getting all of this rushing to me, and again, I'm getting confirmation. I've got chills going down my neck. You are going to break a very big old pattern. This repetitive, oh yeah, confirmation, thank you. You in this repetitive lesson, because you haven't seen what it is that you need to break, you're going to break a big cycle here. You're going to break a very big cycle here. And this lesson comes to an end. And I've been holding up the Empress card the whole time, and I picked up the wrong card. It's the Lovers card that was the next card, and I picked up the wrong card. So apologies for that. We were looking at the Lovers card. Empress was the last card. So I do apologize for that. But the Lovers card, right? So it comes to an end. I must tell you, this is very big. You move into alignment. This is a major arcana for you. This is a major event. We've got the Empress, which I had picked up first because I placed all my cards and I picked up on that one. I'm excited to get to the next card. So we've got the Empress. The scene shifts to this lush, fertile garden where the Empress sits amidst the abundance. She is nurtured, and she's in this creative element, and she's got this robe on with roses. She's in an element of growth. This is a time for you to trust in what you've planted and allow it to flourish. This is a reminder that abundance comes not from striving, but from aligning with nature's rhythm. And this card is telling you, you make that decision with love, my dear. You move into alignment with the energy, with nature's rhythm, with Mother Gaia, with your higher self, and you feel it and you bask in it. And you enter into this energy of understanding, of deep wisdom, with structure, yes. And you look and you go, I can't believe I broke that cycle. You allowed the universe to speak to you. You listened. You took the steps, no matter how fearful you were, because fear doesn't disappear. You just take it with you. You go, okay, Steve, I'm fearful. Okay. And the fear will probably disappear the sooner, the moment you make the decision or the moment you move in that direction, you realize, look at me, it wasn't that bad. But the fear doesn't go away until you step and you move. And you enter into that growth mode and that receptivity, that energy of receptivity. And now you can feel how the universe and how your guides are truly supporting you. This is where you want to be. You couldn't have even imagined what this place could look like. You've got a goal, you've got an idea, but my goodness, what you receive is beyond what you could have even expected, what you could have even imagined. But it's because you allowed the universe to guide you. You sat for a moment. When things got hectic, you listened, subtly waiting for the universe to nudge you, subtly waiting for the energies and your guides to whisper something for you, to whisper and see, oh, this is what it is. Okay, this is what I must do. So very, very, very powerful energy. I want to quickly have a look at the card beneath the deck. Okay, so the card beneath the deck here is the Four of Cups. So there it is here. The Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups, the card at the bottom of the pile, normally we look at the shadow card. So it's beneath the surface, something that you're not aware of. So beneath the surface, we've got this figure sitting under a tree, arms crossed, lost in contemplation, and in the nearby, in the background there's this divine hand, an offering, but you barely notice it. Okay. So right now, this could be an unknown energy that you are carrying with you. Maybe you're stuck in your head a bit too much. And this card reveals a hidden discontent, a sense of being emotionally stuck or uninspired. And I picked up on this energy in this reading, especially with the fishbowl in the beginning. I picked up on it and I was like, yeah, I do see that. So what opportunities are you being offered to you right now that you are not seeing? What emotions or beliefs are keeping you from embracing them? Sorry, and I must say, this is in the most loving way, right? You're receiving this message right now, and you may even be stuck in your head or stuck in your emotions, and you're going, yeah, but how do I do this? And in the moment of questioning, how do I do this? This person won't change, or the situation won't change. You're missing out on this amazing message where Spirit is saying, hello, lady. Hello, gentleman. Hello, you. I'm trying to talk to you. Hello. Here's a message for you. And your mind is going off on a tangent when right now Spirit is nudging you to say, your journey person is just waiting for you. And you're not listening, So quiet the mind sometimes and allow the universe to speak to you. A tarot message or talking to someone, communing, there's always information ready to be received by you if you are receptive. So yeah, interesting energy. I also want to actually split the deck and see what is your energy in the middle here. And we've got the 10 of Wands. Yeah. At the heart of the matter is this figure carrying a heavy burden, and the 10 of Wands symbolizes the weight of responsibility and perseverance needed for you to kind of reach the finish line. It's also raising like a crucial question. Are you carrying too much? Are you carrying too much of what is not yours? I remember having a conversation with a colleague, and we were talking about how sometimes we can isolate ourselves from people because they can become overwhelming, because we tend to go and carry their emotions. So we go into their energetic space and we go and experience their emotions as our own, and we kind of forget what is ours and what is theirs. So you could be picking up on other people's energy and emotions, and perhaps maybe even confusing them with your own, and so unnecessarily carrying too much, and that could also be sending you to the sense of feeling overwhelmed. On the other hand, especially with the Two of Cups, or rather the Two of Pentacles, find the balance by delegating. Find what you can give off to someone else. Make the kids do the dishes, man. Freak. You don't have to do everything in the house, mom, or delegate to people at work that are able to do the work, but you were too scared to, or you control issues or something or the other. Not that you have that, but sometimes we're scared to delegate. So take some stuff off your plate. If you feel like it's too full, say no. Take what is yours, both from a physical and an energetic point of view, and leave what is not yours. Carry only what belongs to you. Yes. Brilliant reading. Absolutely brilliant, brilliant, brilliant reading. Thank you, thank you, thank you, universe. Thank you, source. Thank you, God. Thank you to your spirit guides, to your higher self, earth, air, fire, water spirits, Amadlozi, our ancestors of the light, guiding us always, our higher selves guiding us always, giving us information, help you at this point to be receptive to everything that will guide you to your highest potential. Gratitude. Thank you. Bringing it all together. Thank you. If this reading resonated with you, leave a comment. Let me know what was helpful. Let me know what part of this message really stuck out for you, what part spoke to your heart, and what is something that you might need to go back and contemplate that maybe made you feel some kind of way, maybe not in a positive way. I love those nudges, because then I know there's a bit of inner work for me to do. Sometimes I receive a message or get something and my mind goes off on a tangent and I go, but, and then I know, okay, let's go do some inner work. There's something there. There's a little bit of something stuck, a stuck energy or a stuck emotion that needs to work through, something that needs to come through. So let me know in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so already. And for those of you who have subscribed, here is your gift from me to you. So if you would like a quick answer, a quick question answered, leave a comment in the comment section and ask a question, and I will choose one to do a quick reading in the next video that I do. So I'll do a 3-card reading at the end of my next video. And I said that in a very weird way. I don't know why, my brain. So send a question in the comment section, and I'll pick someone randomly. I'll put it in the beginning of the video. In the next video, I'll pull 3 cards out for you, and let's see what we can get, what message we can get for you to help you along your path. I'll display whose question I'm answering, like I said in the beginning of the video. So stay tuned to the end, especially for the person that I'm doing the reading for. And yeah, we'll do something like that. That's something new and interesting. And I hope you guys enjoy that, and we'll continue and see how it works out. But I am sending you clarity and balance and courage to embrace the fullness of your journey. May your path be filled with growth, love, and abundance. Thank you.